okay, now the other thing you need to know about family businesses. The first generation is the entrepreneur. They're the person that figures it all out and starts the business. The second generation is the PR group, okay? I've spoken on tons of meetings about exchange of wealth and, the plan for having your business move forward. So second generation is the PR ones. They're the ones that go out and tell everybody about the business. The third generation generally reinvents the business, and they do it completely differently than anybody else before them. The fourth generation is usually the ones to sell it off. Okay? I would have sold it off if I would have had the chance. Okay, so just let you know. So that's important that you know that. So my grandma and grandpa it was really important for them to be the PR part of the business. So I am in my first day at Ikenobu Floral Design School in Tokyo. And the teacher does speak English, and she said, we're going to go around, and as people are going to tell a little bit about themselves, and I'll translate for you, and, so that they'll know what you're saying. So people are going around and they're saying, now she's not translating for me, so I have no idea what they're saying. But they're just telling their little story. So it comes my turn. And I said, my name is Schwanke. I'm from Fremont, Nebraska. And suddenly, this little lady just comes all undone and starts talking. And my instructor is listening to her, and she said, she wants to know if you know Carnation Joe Green. And I said, that's my grandfather. And she said, I met him in a bar in San Francisco. Far-reaching. PR handle of the family. So, this arrangement has a basis in Ikebana flower design. Whenever we do something Ikebana on our website, we have huge traffic. If you wanted to teach Ikebana in your store or teach Ikebana influenced flower design, the thing that I loved about it was one of the days that we had class, our whole day, we had to look at our flowers and foliage. We couldn't do anything else but look at our flowers and foliage and decide how we were going to place them the next day. Can you imagine in a flower shop? I'm just saying. I'm looking at the flowers today. Going to decide where they're going to go. Okay, so I love this though, because not only do I have the birds, but I have the yarrow and I have the protea, the pincushion protea. Pincushion protea, I will tell you right now, on fire. That is one of the hottest properties we have out there. Our customers are suddenly realizing that tropical foliage, birds of paradise, protea, things like that, anthuriums, orchids, last so long. So there's a value to their investment. In this case, I used a bowl and I put one of those tire bowls inside the basket. So I have a handled basket, I put the bowl inside there. This piece of wood is just laid inside there, so it all kind of goes together. Now, you'll notice on your sheet that tropical texture is very orange, but it doesn't have to be very orange. Tropical also includes hot, vibrant colors. So I wanted you to look at this and see, because there's a couple things that I want to show you about this. Okay? My inspiration for this arrangement is the container. Okay? So the container allowed me to create something where I used color-enhanced product. The beautiful spiders from Esprit. I've got these orchids over here. We've got green. The other pieces are in there. And then what I did was I took my tepi foliage and I created a nautilus shell. Now, if you want to know how to do that, you can go to my website. There's a free video to watch that. This is an old Phil Rolota thing, which I took Phil Rolota's classes, and one of the most valuable things that I learned. This is one of my favorites. I don't do the bird. The bird takes me way too long, but I can do this in 3 or 4 minutes. And the great part about this is the tepi foliage itself, one branch of tepi foliage, you're probably selling for like $1 to $1.10, even $1.95. This is $10. Okay? If I'm going to add this to your arrangement, I'm going to charge you $10. Because I wove that into a nautilus shell. Okay? And that's important. don't do this for free. You know what? One of the things I love about Florist is the fact that we are just dying to show people what we can do. We just can't wait to show them that we can make something really, really, really cool. So we'll put something like that in our arrangement, and then we won't price for it. Jay, I made 3 of those nautilus shells and I put it in a $25 arrangement. You shouldn't even be making a $25 arrangement. Okay, let's just discuss that for half a second. All right? My mother, just so you know, my mother still makes a $25 flat fan-shaped funeral arrangement. That's this tall, and it will fit between the screen door and the front door. And she says to me, Jay, the reason that I do that is because if I didn't, they would give the $25 to a memorial. Perfect! You have lost $70. I don't get that. Okay? So I just want you to be familiar with that. Now, I love when we think about this, because in this case I wanted to show you 2 things. I have another one here. I have a horizontal style of arrangement, and I have a vertical style. And again, my inspiration was the container. Now, for a tropical texture too, the other thing I want you to be aware of is that many times we can create things and combine them together. So then we create something that's even more spectacular for us. So I've added that vertical arrangement on top of my horizontal arrangement to create an etagere shape. Okay? It's an easy way for you to do something. I've been doing that arrangement for years. But when you do it for your customer, they are going to believe you are genius. And that's why I show it to you. Because over the years, we've gotten tired of flower arranging. We've gotten tired of doing the same thing. That's why, it was so funny, a really good friend of mine left his wholesale house in Hawaii, and he went to work for a flower shop. And he was online, and he made this big announcement on Facebook that he was leaving the wholesaler and he was going to retail. And the second comment he got, somebody was like, "Are you going to make those cool new poodle mums?" And he was so offended. And what I want to say about that is, poodle mums and sodas, you know, the sodas that we used to make with the 4 carnations, and now we have a great color assortment because we can make them gelato colors. Just saying. Our customers love that. And I would say to you, make a soda tomorrow, put it in your cooler, and mark it $29.95. And it will sell. It's because you got tired of it. And this is so, and the reason I bring this up is because of the tinted pom-pom, the tinted Fujis. Now, okay, one other little idiosyncrasy, because tonight is your little window into, you know, my depraved mind, all right? These are Fuji mums. They are not spiders, okay? These are dendrobium orchids, not dens, okay? Pom-poms are not pumps, they're spray chrysanthemums, as we discuss them with our customers. The reason I bring that up is, I watched my mother one time selling a casket spray to this lady for her grandmother, and she said, you know, well, what are you going to put in there? My mom said, oh, I think we're going to put some carnations in it, we'll put some delphinium in it, we're going to use some palm leaves, and then we'll finish it off with some spiders. And the lady went, in Nana's casket spray? We have colloquial terms we use. Cars, dens, pumps, spiders. Elevate it. Elevate it to your customer. Very, very, very important. Okay? So, this is our tropical texture. Again, we've got great pieces inside here too that are tactful. It reminds us of the beach. Remember that there's a beach element to this, okay? That's very, very popular. But then again, mashups start to happen. The burlap looks great over here. The sea glass starts to look wonderful. Moss is over there and it's over here because it has texture that goes with it.